Don't you want your boat back, Georgie?
Nah, you can keep it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's a nice boat.
Yeah, I'm sure. I made it out of construction paper. We're good. I'm gonna fuck off and make another boat.
How about some candy? I got candy down here.
Nope, got plenty. Halloween just happened. Well,
You want to meet the Ninja Turtles? They live down here, you know.
oh shit, you got me.
Did you ever see that somebody did artwork of the Ninja Turtles like dragging Pennywise down, beating the shit out of him?
Somebody posted that on my wall like when the first movie came out.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we got him.
I love the one. Yeah, I love the ones in Florida. It's like clown's gone. You can come out now with the gator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is It Part 2.
Yep. Chapter 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yes.
The It-ning.
Pennywise versus Turbo and Ozone.
Oh, sweet. My favorite.
Yes.
We really liked the first one.
Yes,
yeah,
I did
it was
enjoy
really
that
good.
a lot.
Definitely step up from the Tim Curry version. Although I still have a soft spot for Tim Curry as
Well,
Pennywise.
who doesn't?
Of
I mean,
course.
it's Tim Curry.
He can play anything and it'll be great.
He really can.
Yeah.
But he escaped to the one place that wasn't corrupted by capitalism.
Space! He'll be fine. Anyway. We really liked the first one, and I started to grow a little bit concerned because I heard a lot of mixed things about the second part. Yeah, like I think I heard it was like 60 something on Rotten Tomatoes, which is like not in the bad territory, but it's like, you know,
yeah, it's not in the rotten territory.
Yeah.
That's anything below 50. But was that the critic score or was that the audience score?
Actually, that's a good question. I didn't notice.
Yeah.
But I did just generally heard a few like things about it, and you know what, I can kind of see what people were getting at. But I really did like this.
I did like it too.
Yeah.
I have to admit.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, you know, actually, come to think of it, I'm on the Joe Bob Briggs Drive-In Mutant Collective, like the fan group of his.
Yeah.
And people are saying like, oh, it's dumb, it wasn't scary. I'm just like, but the strength of this movie wasn't really the scares, honestly. It was the strength of the cast and how well they worked together.
Yes, absolutely.
And this movie did not disappoint.
No, it didn't. And that's the thing. There were some like genuinely creepy moments in this.
Yeah, of course.
And a lot of great visuals. But we'll get. But here's the thing: the first movie was a lot scarier.
Yeah.
Because it was about kids.
Exactly.
This movie is about adults that have had enough of that goddamn clown.
Yeah, exactly.
And was gonna go take him out.
Yeah.
So it's a progression.
Yeah.
You know, you start scary, and then you're like, oh, screw you, get the spear, we're gonna kill him.
Yeah, exactly. It's the whole thing about this movie is confronting your fears. So of course, the second part's not going to be as bad as the first.
Yeah, and like you said, the acting was really good. Yeah. I think it's safe to say Bill Hader stole the show.
Well, of course. Well, Richie Tozier was the best, for me, my favorite character. I mean, played by Finn Wolfhard in the original and grew up to be Bill Hader. Yeah. But yeah, both actors nailed that part. And
absolutely.
He was the best one.
Absolutely. I was pretty convinced that they were the older versions of the kids in the first movie. Yeah. With the exception of rich guy Mick, I have all these abs.
Oh yeah. Ben.
Yeah. Who went through quite a change as he grew up.
I forget who played him in the first movie, but here he was played by an actor named Jay Ryan, who I don't think I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
I think this is the first thing I've ever saw him in.
Yeah, not familiar with him either, but he went through quite a change.
Yeah. And I mean, for the most part, that's true. I mean, everybody kind of looked how I figured they would look. Yeah. Except maybe for Mike. He grew up in Isaiah Mustafa.
Yeah. Although it's funny, you said with Ben, they actually had a little bit of misdirection at the beginning. Yeah. Because when they were showing that's right. When they were showing Mike calling everybody, telling them it's time, and then they have to go back. Yeah. They showed like an architectural corporation.
Yeah, the board meeting.
And they were a board meeting. And it was this big guy, going over a new building they're building, and it looked like it could have been what he looked like had he not done sit-ups and laid off the cheeseburgers. Yeah. And I have to say though, the one, and I forgot to say this in the last video. The one gripe I kind of had with this movie, or the first movie, was that him and Bev started to have a thing together.
Yeah.
And then that got kind of shoved to the side for her and Bill.
Yeah, that felt kind of shoehorned.
Yeah, and I did not like that because they had genuine chemistry together. And I just want to say, as someone who grew up as the fat kid, I did not appreciate that. What, the fat kid can't get the girl? I mean, he got the girl in the end, but he had to be handsome and successful. Now, good. Ugh. Unbelievable. I'm gonna go on Twitter and complain about this.
Well, I mean, it's better than the original version because he grew up to be John Ritter. I mean,
yeah.
Rest in peace, John. But
yeah,
anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's fine.
Yeah.
So where should I don't think we should go through this beat by beat.
No.
If you saw the original TV, so it was a miniseries, right? It wasn't a TV movie or whatever. It pretty much followed a lot of the same beats. They had that bully kid who somehow survived.
Yeah, Bowers.
And then he went crazy in an asylum, and then Pennywise broke him out. He had his zombie friend show up with his knife.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah, and he was driving him around, too. That was the best part. Okay, look. There was a lot of levity in this movie, like a lot.
Yeah.
With all the shit going on, and it was pretty equally balanced, I would say, with all the the horrific stuff, and then just someone like Bill Hader saying something ridiculous.
Well, not even him. The guy who played Eddie too had a lot of good one-liners.
Oh man, so is everything all right? No, it's fine.
I'm fine.
That was great. He was good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good.
The way
too.
the cat. You know what? I'm gonna have to look. I hate doing this, but I gotta look him that actor up.
Yeah, the two of them together were great. Like I would love to see like a buddy comedy with the two of them together.
Yeah.
Because they had really really good chemistry.
Yeah, as I said, the cast dynamic of this movie, of both movies, were amazing.
Yeah.
So.
Should we talk about the cameo?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So, because this is a Stephen King adaptation, of course, Stephen King cameos in it.
Up, yeah.
He runs like an antique shop, and Bill is walking by and he sees his old bike, and he goes in to buy him. And Bill grew up to be a writer, like Stephen King. And there's a whole joke in the movie about how people love his books, but they hate his endings.
They hate his endings, which is.
So yeah, Stephen King was apparently Stephen King's character was apparently a fan of his, and he saw one of his books on the counter. He goes, "You want me to autograph this?" He's like, "Nah, I like the book, but I hate the ending."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, it's good that he could at least poke fun at himself that way.
Yeah, he seems like an okay guy.
Yeah, unexpected reference. Speaking of unexpected references,
There was a couple, actually.
Yeah, but the most prominent one was there was a reference to The Thing, of all things, the 1982 movie.
Yeah, they got their generic pronouns mixed up. It's it, not thing.
Yeah. I think I remember in the movie you were just like, wrong movie!
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera. I'm still trying to look up what's his name.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's bugging me now. I need to know.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's see. What else can we bring up in this?
James Ransone.
James Ransone.
Yeah.
Ransone.
I see.
Anything he's been in?
I'm looking him up now. Did you know? Was interviewed in the 2010 documentary Freakonomics.
Don't know anything about that.
Yep, neither do I. It's not loading fast enough.
But there was what else? There was a lot of really good character development in this as well, and like I said, there was so much levity that it almost teetered on that line between horrific and becoming farcical.
Yeah.
Because it seems like every other moment, every time something horrific happened. What?
I knew I saw him in something before. He was in both Sinisters. Remember that movie?
Oh, really?
He was the deputy that knew way too much about the lore of the monster. And kept
really?
He was the one who kept informing Ethan Hawke. It's like, yeah, you shouldn't really do that thing because that just makes it stronger. Wait, what? Yeah, that was him.
Wow, I actually forgot about that movie, and I actually kind of liked it.
Yeah, I did too. But yeah,
there was another one, wasn't it? There was
Sinister 2.
I never saw that one.
Let's see what else. Generation Kill, Dead Wax. You know what? That's on Shudder. I need to catch that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway.
He's big on Shudder.
Yeah.
So, seems worth it if you like horror.
Yeah, but anyway, not to sidetrack, I apologize for that.
Yeah. I don't want to give away too much, but again, if you're familiar with the TV series or even
it follows the same beats and has a lot of the same scenes, like the whole scene with the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
With the fortune cookies.
Yeah. I like that the climax of this was a lot better than the TV movie.
God, yes.
Because they at least try to go into what its true form was.
Yeah. And
which is like I've never read the book, and judging by how big it is, I probably never will.
Yeah.
That
book is huge.
It's not a doorstop. It's a tank stop. You can put it under a tank, and it'd never get over it.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, they kind of go into what it is, but it's supposed to be some kind of incomprehensible cosmic horror.
Yeah.
And the way it got to Earth, and it crashed on Earth and it killed the dinosaurs. Like it was the
impact.
It's essentially
that killed the Lavos from Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, basically in clown form.
Yeah,
which makes it even worse.
And you know what's funny, because when you looked at crap, I can't say it on air. I don't want to give it away.
What?
But when they got to the lair, you notice like all the spines sticking out of the ground. It reminded me of Lavos a little bit.
Oh yeah. Wow. Huh. I wonder if that's where Lavos got the inspiration from.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But
supposedly, it's funny because supposedly there's a Pokemon inspired by Pennywise.
Yeah. But speaking of video games, Mortal Kombat did not come out in 1989. I'm sorry, I know it's nitpicking, but that kind of threw me off.
Well, maybe that was after, because we didn't know exactly when that part was.
Okay, well then those kids are immortals because they didn't age for 3 years. Mortal Kombat, I think, came out in, 92?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But, street cred to them for having an original Street Fighter cabinet.
Oh, God.
Not Street Fighter 2, the first one.
Yeah.
Which I don't think I've ever seen in person.
I've only seen it once, played it once at, a arcade up in Long Island, and I'm like, yeah, the second one's way better. There's a reason why Street Fighter 2 was the first one people knew.
There's a reason why Street Fighter 2 got all the sequels.
Exactly.
Not Street Fighter 1.
Yep.
Yeah, but that was kind of neat. Although you pointed out that they were playing it wrong or something, right?
Oh, yeah. Because you can only place either Ryu or Ken in the original game.
It looked like he was playing one-player mode.
Yeah.
But it showed him
the other kid was probably doing what most kids do at the arcades when they don't have any money. They just go up and pretend they're playing the attractive or shit.
Yeah.
Shit. But
hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm playing this nasty game of Tetris. Go ahead.
Exactly. Or if you have, I don't know, I grew up an only child, but people who have little brothers at home, you do that thing where you pull the controller out and let your little brother pretend you're playing 2-player.
Oh.
But
let's see what else. It's hard to talk about this without
spoiling stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you read the book at this point, there's not really much to spoil, I guess.
Yeah. It pretty much it has a lot of fake outs at the end. I will say that.
Yeah.
there was a lot of misdirection. Let's just say.
Yeah.
But it basically ends about how you expected it to end.
Yeah.
Although it was kind of cheesy, but within context, it does make sense.
It was not as cheesy as the original, though.
Yeah.
You didn't have the whole, I'm going to cure my wife by driving down a hill on an old bicycle thing, which actually does happen.
In the book?
No, in the miniseries.
Oh, it's been ages since I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually wanted to watch the first part just to get,
I
refreshed.
regret not doing that.
Yeah.
Because really that's the other thing, you really have to have watched Chapter 1, because they don't waste too much time on exposition or recapping the first part. It's just like, all right, here's a little blurb and you're off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the thing happened and we're gonna meet here again, and then fast forward 27 years, and that's all you get. And then there's little snippets in between, and there's stuff that we didn't see either.
Oh.
Because didn't he mention that there was there's moments that they had forgotten about and they had to remember?
Yeah.
And because I don't recall a lot of the flashbacks from the first movie. I feel like I would have remembered giant Paul Bunyan going after Finn Wolfhard.
That's true. I think they used that to just put in stuff they couldn't fit into the first movie. And just threw it in the second one. It's like, crap, we don't have time for this. Throw the Paul Bunyan monster in the second one. But no, all in all, some of the scare, like, I like the movie. I like this movie just for some of the scares because they have you looking in the background for shit.
Yeah.
Like I was looking at cardboard standees and stuff, going, I'm thinking that's gonna move.
Yeah.
The freaking poster.
I was about to say.
Yeah, that part.
So there's a scene.
We were both looking in the same place, right?
There's a scene where young Ben was running and he hid in a locker, and because he's a fan. That was New Kids on the Block, right?
I think it was a New Kids poster.
Because I know he was a fan, but he went in and he like backed up, and you can see a poster of somebody just kind of like that. And you're like, oh, that's.
Everybody in the theater's like, that shit's gonna move, I know it.
Well, to be fair, it didn't. Well, something else happened.
Yeah.
I really liked a lot of the visuals. Like, even when it wasn't scary, it was at least interesting. Like the scene at the restaurant when all the things were popping out of the
fortune cookies.
Yeah, they were like weird, creepy little monsters and stuff.
For me, my favorite thing though was I forget it was after the Paul Bunyan monster when Pennywise shows up when Richie's in the park.
Yeah.
Do you notice in the background everybody stopped moving and just start like their eyes and mouths almost look hollow. They're just like.
Yeah, they were kind of like swaying and singing that
creeped
was
me out.
That was kind of crazy. No one wants to play with the clown.
Oh God. Yeah, Skarsgård really hammed it up in this one. Holy shit.
Oh yeah. If you thought the first one,
oh boy,
this is up like 2 more levels.
Yeah.
And he had a lot more opportunities too as well.
Yeah,
there was a lot of Pennywise in this movie.
It's funny there were a lot of Pennywise, but not that many kills.
Yeah.
He had like maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, there was at least 2. I'm guessing a lot was off camera.
Yeah, and it's
there was 3.
There was
3 confirms. Yeah. I think at least.
But it's really hard to tell how many of those were real and how many was one I'm kind of out on because I wasn't sure if that really happened or if that was just another illusion meant to fuck with the cast.
Yeah. Could have been. That's the other thing. This movie really messes with your head.
Yeah.
Because you never know like what is real and what is not.
Yeah, which I do enjoy stuff like that where it really just fucks with your expectations and you're not sure what's going on.
Mm-hmm. But overall, I think we did really enjoy it. I do think I liked the first one a little bit better.
Yeah, same.
But this was a very worthy sequel, at least on par.
Dude,
at least
the chick next to me. Which every time she's just like,
oh yeah,
like this.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my God, woman.
I'm gonna be honest. Like our crowd was not good. There were so many people talking.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I have a feeling there were people that didn't see the first movie either.
Probably not.
Because it was a lot of like kids and there was a lot of yelling and shouting. They were like, "Don't go in there! Don't do it!"
You know what? I can tolerate that. The thing that pisses me off in movies sometimes are when people are just like, "Oh my God, is he gonna kill her? Oh my God!" It's like, shut the fuck up and pay attention, and maybe your questions will be answered. The plot will answer all your grievances.
The movie does the work for you.
Thank you. Yeah, like when people jump and scream. Like I remember when we went to see Don't Breathe.
Yeah.
And like everybody was yelling at the screen, if you remember.
It's been
like
a while.
I don't think that was not a quiet theater, but I was like enjoying myself because like, oh my God, this is great. When people jump, I like that. I'm just like, that puts a big smile on my face, and oh boy, there were a bunch of points.
Oh yeah, and it was definitely justified too, because there was a lot of surprising moments.
Yeah.
And a lot of creepy stuff, like I said. But I enjoyed it a lot. I do kind of see why people would have a problem with this movie, though, because, again, there's a lot in it that's kind of cheesy, and if you're not familiar with at least the first movie or, in the source material in general, you're probably not going to get what's going on.
Yeah.
Like how, like, its weaknesses and all that.
Exactly.
And I feel maybe the comedy was a little too much, but I did not enjoy it, so...
yeah, I felt the levity definitely worked for certain
did.
parts of the movie.
It did. It definitely did. And it definitely needed a lot of it. It did help that that Richie grew up into a stand-up comic.
Well, yeah, that does make sense. But all in all, I thought it was really well done, and definitely, I don't know. I might catch flack for this, but I think it's actually superior to the miniseries. I mean, I love Tim Curry.
Yeah.
But overall, I think this was.
You know what? Let's be honest. If it wasn't for Tim Curry, that the miniseries would not be as popular as it was.
Oh, of course.
That performance saved that.
Yeah, that is true.
All right. Well, that wraps up It Part 2.
Yep.
Any final thoughts?
Other than go see it, I don't really have much. I mean, this is probably one I would definitely spend my money on, especially if you saw Part 1.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you haven't seen Part 1, go see Part 1. I don't know if it's on demand or not, but, get it on Blu-ray or... Well, no, you can't rent it anymore. Well, you can get it from Redbox.
It's available somewhere, I'm sure. I got the Blu-ray on Black Friday, so...
Good.
That's when I buy my Blu-rays now, because they're cheap.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, well, It 2 was really good.
Definitely check it out.
Go check it out, and if you hear any voices coming from the sewer or your bathtub. Yeah, especially the bathtub.
Yes. Get out of your house and get the fuck out of town.
Just walk away, man.
Yes.
Just walk away.
You're not getting anything back for that. There's no equity to be had there. Just walk away.
If you lose your paper boat, it's okay. Just make a new one.
Exactly.
Just take the L.
Yes. Take the
All right, we'll see you later.
We're done.
Bye.
Bye.